Hello and welcome to Tuesday Talks from General Practice Solutions, your weekly conversation on practical, effective support for primary care. My name is Jenny and today we're focusing on how to become an associate. Today I'm joined by Jordan, who is our Head of Primary Care Staffing. Jordan, can you tell us what it's all about?
Being an associate with General Practice Solutions gives people the flexibility to work from home, choose their hours, and be part of a growing community of outsourced staff that work across the UK at general practices.
So, is there a lot of flexibility that's allowed with this role?
Absolutely. The flexibility within the role, we do a range of different roles across the GP practices, for anything from clinical coding to telephony assistant to pharmaceutical techs. Obviously, each role comes with its own series of flexibility, but when onboarding with us, the associate would get to tell us their availability, their times and days that they're able to work, and we would then endeavour to match them with a practice that suits their skills and experience. Obviously, some of the roles come with a greater amount of flexibility. For example, the clinical coding roles, those hours can be completed outside of your normal 9 to 5, whereas the telephony assistant roles would be more when the GP practices are open, which is anytime from 8 to 6:30 p.m.
Okay, so how do I get set up for this? What sort of equipment do I need?
We require all of our associates to have access to either a laptop or a computer that would be Windows based. We would then help with the setup for this, and we would download everything that they would need system wise. We would download a secure VPN that's specific to the NHS and the GP practices. We would download either systems that they use, whether it's EMIS or System One. We'd download Docman if they require it, as well as smart card software. This would all be done in one setup. So following that, the associate would be ready to work. The computer and laptop that they require once it's a Windows base would also need to be an i5 processor with an 8 GB of RAM in order to support the systems that be downloaded to it.
So, if I was to come on for a telephonist role, do I need my own telephone?
Not at all. As part of the system setup that we would do for each of the associates, the calls would actually come through the laptop themselves. So all that the associate would require would be a headset that is compatible with that laptop. This is something that they can order through us, but they could also source themselves if they prefer. But there is no need for any extra phone, and it wouldn't be connected to your mobile at all.
What sort of experience are you looking for? Do I have to have a certain amount of experience, or is it something that you'll be able to train as I go along?
Yeah, absolutely. We require everybody who applies to us to have a minimum of 2 years experience working within primary care. So if you were to apply within the clinical coding role, you would have to have specific experience doing clinical coding, and same for the telephony roles as well. This is something that we would also run a check on when you're onboarded with us, and we have specific tests for each of those roles to test the associate's ability.
That's brilliant, thank you. So, can I work this alongside another job that I'm doing?
Absolutely. We've got many associates that work this alongside either other jobs, university courses, even childcare. That's the beauty of the flexibility, is that it can be fitted in around your other commitments.
Thank you, Jordan, that's great. And what about the minimum hours? So, do I have to commit to a certain amount of hours each week?
We ask that all of our associates are able to commit to an absolute minimum of 10 hours per week. And as well as the flexibility with the hours, those hours that they commit to when they onboard with this, that they say they're available for, those would be the hours that they'd have to commit to week on week. So whatever hours and days they tell us that they're available, that is what we would book the shifts in around each week.
Thank you, Jordan, that's really helpful. So, if you would like to find out more about our associate roles, please visit our website at www.generalpracticesolutions.net or email the team at inquiries@generalpracticesolutions.net. That's all for this edition of Tuesday Talks. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with your network, and join us next week for more insights to support your work in primary care.